Now let me show you what the spacer and separator blocks are for. They're very similar but different, and they're going to help add a little bit of control over your design. So you can see I've got a media and text block over here. I've got a heading block over here and a paragraph. And suppose you want some space between these two blocks. Well, with the spacer block and also the separator block, you can put those anywhere between two blocks. Let me show you. Okay, so I want to add some space over here, and I'm going to look for it over here. I'm going to look for the spacer. And we can see it right here. That's fine. And so I've just put it in over there. That's fine. Okay, good. Now I can control its height, and I can do it like this. All right, so I can control the width like that. I think well, that seems like an awful lot. I could also do this. So if I go over to the settings for the spacer block, you can see I can do it this way too. And that's all I really can do with this. Let's have a look. I'm going to give it a update, and we will take a look right over here. Or we can just preview it. Let's just preview it on the desktop. And, well, that's a lot of space here. So I would probably want to really bring it up to very little. Let's just try it like this. And I think if we just refresh the preview, and if we just update and now preview, yeah, it's a little bit better. Okay, so let's say I don't want the spacer at all. I want to do something else. Let's say I want to use the separator. I am going to do this. I'm going to click on these three buttons over here. These are also some options we have, or some settings, and I am going to remove it all together. Now I want to add a separator. I can do that in a number of ways. Right after the heading block, I can see my toolbar, but I also still have the three dots. The three dots show up in a lot of places, and I am going to insert before. Aha! So that means insert on top of the heading block. And this time, I'm just going to type in the slash and separator. And what do you know? It shows up over here. And if you're familiar with HTML, this is the horizontal rule element. And here are some of the options you have over here. Like you can move it, and you can make it full width and so forth. But more options are available over here in the settings. And for example, I'm going to just skip down to over here. If you want to change the color, you can see I can change the color. You can use this along with the spacer block, but I think your design's going to look a little weird, really actually a little unprofessional, so I wouldn't do that. And then you also have these other options here, which didn't seem to work for whatever reason. So I'm going to just try dots, and you should get dots, but you don't. Let's update this, and we'll have a look. Yes, and you can now see there's a way to add a separator between these blocks. Remember, the spacer block and the separator block can be added anywhere between any two blocks.